Rise and grind, the only cigars that I actually smoke. Let's have this conversation. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, the best cigars. We talk about all the things that's going to help you to elevate your leisure activity. We talk about cigars, spirits, whiskeys, cognacs. One of the things that limits me as a person with a YouTube channel, because I'm not an influencer, I'm just a guy helping his friends out. But one of the things that limits me is I'm not chasing after the hype. I don't just smoke all the cigars that come out and then I'm able to tell you what all the cigars taste like, because I'm an old school kind of guy. I've got an old soul. I find what I like and I stick to it. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you the cigars that I actually smoke on a day-to-day. Yes, I get sent cigars, and yes, I got some subscription services. Yeah, I might pick up a cigar at a lounge, but 90% of the times, I'm smoking these 4 cigars. I know what I like, my palate is developed, and I'm gonna smoke what I actually like. And so we're gonna dive into this list. You know how we do, no cuts, no edits, just talking. I'm not gonna get into all the notes. I might tell you where it's from, what kind of wrapper it is, like this. Alec Bradley Prensado. So this is a Honduran tobacco, an amazing cigar. I call this like smoking a Nestle Twix. On an average Friday night, this is what I'm smoking. I'm smoking this, or I'm smoking what I like to call his cousin, Honduran. This is the Sumatra wrapper, Oliva Series V Melanio. This is my wheelhouse right here. These are the kind of cigars that I'm smoking. Full bodied, full flavor, just chocolatey cigars, tasty cigars. This is what I'm pulling out on an average Friday night. This is what I'm pulling out on an average Sunday night. And so I typically have my cigars at the end of the week, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Have it with a little scotch, maybe some bourbon. This pairs well, and so absolutely delicious. The roll and the constructions on these is always bar none. I can't remember which, I know this won Cigar of the Year one of the years. This definitely was top 10, just highly rated cigars. And so these are the kind of cigars that I'm pulling for. Alec Bradley Prensado. This is my wheelhouse. This is a gem that I found. I know it got a lot of hype back in the days when it came out. And that's when I smoked it. That's when most people smoked it. And I kept on smoking it. And so Alec Bradley, you got this Honduran cigar. And then I find myself that I'm mentioning Oliva Series V Melanio in just about every video. I tried smoking the regular, just the standard Series V the other day. Didn't really like it. There's something that happens with this Melanio. There's just something that's just different about it. Especially when it's like a figurado, so whether it's a torpedo or pyramid type shape. Because I smoked just a regular, like a double Robusto size or Vitola, and it didn't hit the same way. And so this exact Vitola, this exact configuration, the Melanio, just beautiful. Smoking a Nestle Twix, chocolatey, full flavor, but not overwhelming. It's not gonna make you start sweating or anything. It's just a great cigar. Holds up well to whatever you're pairing it with, whether it's whiskey, whether it's scotch. So this is what I'm just typically smoking. I know they come out with all these other cigars, but the stuff that they came out with about 5 years ago, I fell in love with it, and I still like it. And so we've got 2 more cigars to share with you. What am I typically smoking? A Boulevard Bosu Fino. This is just what I'm typically doing. I know it's a Cuban. I know you might be thinking, oh, it's so hard to come by. Remember, I buy stuff by the boxes, and I've been doing this for some time. And so I got about 2 boxes of these just put away. And so this is what, when I want to smoke a Cuban cigar, why do I pull for this? Because if you typically smoke New World, so these stronger cigars, most Cubans are gonna be too light for you. And so this is the only Cuban cigar that I can smoke and it actually tastes comparative to Melanios and Prensados and Tabernacles. And so this is a medium-bodied cigar. This is in my wheelhouse. Now, I couldn't even tell you what it costs today. I probably wouldn't go out and try to even find these or buy these. There's a lot of Cuban cigars that's just overhyped. I don't really like. Monte Cristo number 2 should be better. I don't like it as much. I don't really like the Romeo y Julietas that much. H. Upmans tend to not hit me that way, but this Boulevard. And so this is what I'm typically smoking, just flavor. That's one thing you're gonna see about me. It's gotta taste good. So I'm a big foodie, I'm a big coffee guy, a big spirits guy, a cigar guy. My palate, my taste buds go through a lot every day between the coffee or some red wine or just meals. And so I can't smoke something where I can't taste it. And so the Boulevard Bellicoso Fino, great taste, and the construction of these is really good. Now I know all the Cuban cigars made essentially the same way, same factory, same quality, but these, I haven't had a bad one yet. I've been doing this for some time. Boulevard, this is what I am typically smoking. And so we got one more to share with you, but hey, this video might be different. I'm just sharing with you, just kind of keeping it real. I'm not gonna be chasing and showing you new stuff, and because that ain't me. It's not, I'm not buying new stuff that just coming out. I find what I like, and as you're my friend, I'm gonna tell you what is good, what have I been smoking, and I hope that you would do the same thing. So leave a comment, let me know what's the cigars that you actually smoke. I subscribe to Cigar Aficionado and I'm always seeing the new cigars that are out. It is cool, it's cool, but I know what I like, and every now and again I'll smoke something new just to see what's good, what's new, what's different, especially if it's like a craft cigar maker, some smaller company. And I've got some videos out talking about some of the unknowns, the underrated type stuff. But typically, what I'm smoking is what I've learned that I like through trial and error. And so if you're like that, maybe you can join this community so we can just share, exchange. Because if it comes by a good recommendation, if a friend of mine says this is good, then I'll check it out. Then and only then. So let me know, what are some of the cigars that you would actually smoke? Join this community, hit subscribe, leave a like, and the final cigar. I was thinking about, do I do 5? But I said, nah, I don't even really smoke. There's 4 cigars that I'm smoking week to week. Prensado, Melanio, Boulevard, and the last one, Don Carlos. And so Arturo Fuente. Now yes, I love God of Fire, I love Opus X, but on an average week, I'm reaching for my Don Carlos. That is what I'm smoking, African Cameroon. And so as you've seen, Sumatra, a strong Cuban, Honduran, African Cameroon, it's gotta taste good. The cigars I smoke taste good. In fact, I got a video on the most tastiest cigars. I don't mess around when it comes to the taste. African Cameroon is me. In fact, that's why I like God of Fire by Corlido, African Cameroon. And so the Don Carlos, that is what I smoke. Now I've tried smoking some other stuff. I guess you can call them alternatives, like the Oliva Series G. And there's some other things out there that's supposed to be African Cameroon. I think Nub might have a Cameroon. I think there's a Cameroon version of the New World. But again, I don't chase after a whole lot of stuff. I know what I like, and I keep buying it. In fact, I've got a box of Don Carlos, the number 2, on the way. It's what I smoke, it's what I like, and I like that you've taken the time to watch this. I hope that you hit the like button, like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, rise and grind.